This next candidate come to the stage. He is a candidate for U.S. Senate, running for in statewide. Former Lake County Sheriff, former federal prosecutor. Please, a warm welcome for the comedy of Mark Curran. Let him hear it.
Thank you. How y'all doing? It is bright. Mark Curran, I'm running for U.S. Senate. I cannot see it. Jeff, you're spot on. So, I'm running against this guy. Anybody know what his name is? Right, Dick. You know, I was thinking, when I first got in the race, I started calling him Dick, and what have you. And then I thought, I wanted to keep it clean. It's not really classic. But if you look it up, Dick means more than just the genitalia. It's just somebody that's just a nasty, vulgar guy. And that's him. That fits him perfectly. So his mom did a good job with that. Dick's always had a problem with the truth. You see that a while back, he accused President Trump of calling some African nations asshole countries. Remember that? And everybody else in the room, Democrats, Republicans alike, said no, he never said that. But this guy has had a long history of problems with the truth. Went to school down in East St. Louis, Illinois, Catholic school, like Jeff's kids. And one day the principal called and said, "Mrs. Durbin, your daughter is one of the most dishonest people I've ever met. You have to do something about her." And she said, "I don't have a daughter." "Well, you were doing a good job right out of the box, buddy." So yeah, Dick Durbin, unbelievable. So we've been taking this cardboard cutout around the state because ultimately people haven't seen him. They don't know who he is. Well, this is one of your 2 U.S. senators. So we walked into a bar. I brought in a bar a racist, a misogynist, and a liar. Yeah, it was that guy. I kid you not. You want to talk about a racist? This guy, unbelievable. So he grew up in East St. Louis, and he's accusing President Trump of calling some African countries asshole countries. Go to East St. Louis and see what this guy's done for his community that he grew up in. Unbelievable. The whole blocks are just, buildings that went up in flames years and years ago, and he's done nothing about that. This guy cares about blacks like, nothing but a toy for your political re-election, right? That's what really bothers me. 38 years he's been there. Is that long enough? So we're in the Sun-Times interview. Yeah, 38 years in Congress, 24 in the Senate. And he says that he's excited for change. You've got to be kidding me. And these guys are nodding their heads, yeah, it's change, that's what we want. And I knew the playing field was going to be a fair one when I looked up the Sun-Times and saw that essentially it's owned by 17 biggest unions in Chicago, and I'm not joking, look it up. Then we go to another paper owned by Shaw Media, and same thing. If you look up, you can get both these endorsement sessions online. You go and look them up, and I beat the heck out of them in both of these, and they endorse them. And I look at their paper, and it says their motto is to make money. Well, they're losing at that. To fear God. They fear God like Dawkins the atheist fears God. Give me a break. And to tell the truth. So they don't do any of that. So, it's a battle when you're a Republican fighting the Chicago media. But we're up to the fight, and we're working very, very hard to make it happen. Dick Durbin, we have Amy Coney Barrett's, who's now been nominated. And last night, Mike Pence gave a shout out to you, talking about how when Amy Coney Barrett was nominated for the kind of a klutz. When she was nominated for the lower or the appellate district court position, that he talked about how loudly her dogma rings and made a big deal out of her being too Catholic. Well, isn't that something? So this guy has been banned from having communion in the archdiocese where he lives, Springfield, because his teachings are so diametrically opposed to the teachings of the Catholic Church. But I asked him about it, and he said it didn't bother him at all. A little wafer versus the steaks he's eating on lobbyists every night. No big deal there, huh? Just one hell of a guy, this Dick Durbin. And boy, he lies and lies and lies. Unbelievable. So he was down there in Cairo, and they're looking for industry down there, and he's talking to some farmers and what have you, and they're telling them about their farming and what they don't have, and mentioned the fact that that was one of the two problems, and he goes, well, let me take care of that, and I'll get you your other problem in a minute. Pulls out his phone, and he goes, it's all taken care of. I'll get you all that you needed for your farm equipment is right away. I've already cleared it through. So what was that other problem? Well, we don't have any cell connection down here. So, yeah, he's not even good at it. Imagine, so 38 years, this guy has kicked the can down the road, Social Security's unfunded, Medicare's unfunded, and, $26 trillion debt. He's been there all the time. And if you look at the poll numbers, it shows that 98% of people think it's between 90 and 98% of people think Congress is doing a bad job. Yet we re-elect him. So this guy is number 2 in the leadership, and he has been for a very long time. So if Congress is doing a bad job, who is he? That's like arresting the peewees in the gang and then telling John Gotti, you have nothing to worry about, buddy. We'll just keep voting for you. I mean, come on, folks, let's wake up. Dick Durbin. Unbelievable! What a guy this fellow is. So that's who I'm running against. So we're working very hard. We got a really good chance to beat him. So if you go to electcurran.com, you can learn more about my campaign. Dick Durbin is somebody that people will say, is he really that hype? Yeah, he actually is. He's a little guy. So. Napoleon was one of his heroes. And y'all know Napoleon, he had that Napoleonic complex, and that's not something that is strange to Dick Durbin as we look at him and how he's been able to make power his God and maintain that number 2 ranking for all those years. So he's got to go, folks. He really does. And, they say that politicians are like diapers, you got to change them all the time.
For the same reason.
Yeah, same reason, exactly. This guy, somebody was making a fart joke earlier, and it's been smelly hanging out with him, but I'm asking you, let's kick him to the curb this time, all right, folks?
Yeah.
Thank you.